Hey there, folks. I'm Isaac, and I am beyond all reason.
And I'm Claire, and I'm your local Sims expert.
And this is
Make That Game, where we pitch the latest,
the greatest
new video game ideas
that will never be made. Is it be or get made?
I think we mix it up.
Okay. All right. We don't have like a copy for that.
I mean, we did. We've memorized it for so long now. We don't look at that.
Now we get loosey goosey.
We wrote it down. We can look up the archives.
We're 82 episodes in. We can get a little loosey goosey with it. Yeah. Speaking of being loosey goosey with it, I've completely forgotten what we do here.
Well, here on Make That Game the podcast, we tell each other video game ideas that we came up with throughout the week, and we say those ideas, and we work through them, and we say if they're good ideas, and then we say, forget that for the rest of your life.
So one would say that we pitch them and then we ditch them.
Yeah, one could say we pitch them and then we ditch them.
Okay,
that could be what one says.
Cool.
Yeah.
So in that vein, in that light, do you have a pitch to ditch?
So yes, I do, but I'll be honest with the listener here, listeners. I did not have a lot of ideas this time around.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we even skipped last week, and I still don't have ideas. It's hard.
Oh, man.
It's a tough life out there for a pitch ditcher.
Yeah.
You got
is that the official name of our fans? Can we?
No, we're the pitch ditchers.
That's
unless
true.
they want to come on the podcast and pitch games ideas as well.
That's true.
Then they're just, I don't know what they are. The pitch listeners. No, that's nothing. That's nothing. Well, I do have a game. It's called The Wedding Cakery. And it's really simple, guys.
Okay.
It's nothing big. It's basically like, imagine a Barbie dress-up game, but instead of Barbies and outfits, it's cakes and cake decor.
Okay, so my experience with dress-up games is purely that they are dress-up games, like they're toys more than games, in that like there's no like actual objective.
I added a twist.
Okay.
Because I did want to make it a little different.
Yeah.
So like depending on how you design the cake will define the couple's success in their marriage.
Oh, you get to play a little god here.
Yeah. So you can pick like how big the cake is, the flavors, the decor that you add, and they're all going to have like different symbolism and different like results, and you can make disgusting cakes and you can make weird cakes, and then so after every cake you make, you get like a little readout of like
what happened to the couple.
Yeah,
like the 6 months later on the reality TV show.
yeah exactly. Yes.
Okay.
But that's really all I got for y'all.
Okay, so game mechanics wise, do couples have stats that play into their reaction to cakes, or is it just like here's what cakes you can make, and then you just make a cake and then give it to them? And then there are cakes that will fail and there are cakes that will succeed.
I was gonna say it's not really that the cake failed, it's that the cake broke up the marriage. And then what if that's a good thing? So maybe you do get a little profile of each couple.
Okay.
And then maybe you get to choose, like, do you want them to succeed, or are you a harbinger of doom?
Always a harbinger of doom. That's what I do. I'm the worst caker. And so there's no, like, your livelihood depends on this. Like, you have to be making cake sales or anything. It's just like you get to playground.
Yeah, I want it to be like you had a hard day at work and you're just going to open up the cakery and there's like really nice, fun music going on and you can just vibe. You could spend 3 hours on a cake if you want. Yeah.
Nice. I like this idea. I like the introduction of like character profiles. And I like the idea that maybe the game randomly puts like characters that it has together to create the couples. So like one time you play, it might be Jake and Jenny. Jake and Jenny. And then another time you play and it's Jenny and Jessica. Just mix and match and you get to see. And you're like, oh, I don't ship those two together. I'm making them a bad cake. That's fun. That's fun. I like that. This is a good game concept.
Yeah. Again, super simple. But a simple game can be really fun.
Yeah.
So That's my pitch this week, Isaac.
And now it's in the trash.
Oh, yeah. Now it's in the trash.
Now it's ditched.
It's gone. Isaac, what about you? Do you have a game idea?
I do have a game idea, but as is natural for Isaac, I don't have a game name idea. So I'm going to talk about the backstory of this idea. Well, backstory, I don't know. Basically, so in Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, there's the sequence where, when you play as the Goron, which you know what a Goron is. You've played the indie game Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm actually building. Oh, this is a fun fodder. We didn't have any beginning talk, but
no.
You got me for my birthday a Legends of Zelda Hyrule map puzzle.
Oh yeah.
So that's been really fun. It's over there. I'm looking at it now in the corner. It's very unassembled, but
partially assembled.
What's kind of fun is it a little bit feels like playing Zelda just because I have to look at the map so much.
You're exploring the map. So every time you put pieces together, that's exploring.
Yeah, so it's a fun way to be in the world of Zelda without actually playing the game.
Anyway. So yeah, my game idea. All right, so in Majora's Mask, you can play as a Goron. And the Goron can curl up into a ball, and you can spin really fast and become spiky and ram into things, and just generally fast way to travel. And then there's a section where you can race in that form. And so what if that's the game? What if that I am a guy who spins into a ball and goes really fast as a ball the whole game? Maybe as a race, maybe races, probably races, because there's only so much you can do with that. But and in my head, this is hedgehogs because they naturally roll into balls,
yep.
And this is stepping too much into Sonic the Hedgehog territory.
Don't get
especially
too
the
far.
go fast,
right?
But
because Sonic does that, doesn't he?
He does. No, it literally is what. So here's the funny part. I came up with the idea from the Goron and then added the hedgehogs, and then the thought process was oh no, this exists.
Well, then maybe you need to make it not hedgehogs, right? I mean, other things roll up. What about a roly-poly bug?
A roly-poly bug and armadillo. I feel like you could do more with armadillo because as bugs, especially pill bugs, I feel are hard to give individual personalities. They don't have a lot to them except for the fact that they are pill bugs, but armadillos, you can give them different faces and ear sizes and clothes and
right. Bugs can't have faces or clothes. We've never seen that before in any game ever.
I mean, have we?
I don't know, bugs. And what about Bug Snacks? That's all about. Well, no, I guess they eat.
I've never played Bug Snacks.
Bug Snacks is weird. You bought it. You should play it.
I should play it. I should play Bug Snacks.
It was too weird for me, but.
But okay, let me actually talk about this game more than all these other games. So, all right, main mechanic, you are something that curls into a ball. So you have to curl into a ball. B, you can be uncurled from the ball by hitting an obstacle. It might bounce you out, you fall on your butt, your stars around the eyes, and then your character can stand back up again, and then you have to roll back up in order to continue racing. And you can bump into other characters and shove them into obstacles, and they get knocked out of their ball form, and that makes them lose time and speed. The second thing is it takes time to build up that momentum of speed. So the more consistently you are curled up in your ball rolling, the faster you will go. So, incentivizes avoiding obstacles, avoiding getting hit by other things, and just generally keeping going as fast as you can, which in general, racing games already kind of incentivize that, but this mechanic of both soft and hard punishment of soft punishment being you have to take the time to roll into the ball and get momentum again. Hard punishment being you have a knockout animation. So it's twofold, definitely don't do that. And then it's just tracks and racers, and you can give them different stats. This armadillo's...
Give them stats?
Well, you can give, the characters in the game, in racing games, often, this car has better speed, this car has better handling, this car is tougher.
So you're not giving them stats. You're picking ones with specific stats.
I'm the game designer giving them stats.
You said you can give them stats.
Yeah, I was talking to the game designer.
Okay, you're the game designer in the pitch. That's the whole point.
Shh, no. Ah. I've lost all momentum now.
No. I ask one question.
No, you caught me out. You caught me out. I hit a wall. I unraveled. I'm
boy.
sitting there, stars above my head. The stun timer's going.
I think isn't the one of the worst Kirby bosses in Forgotten Land?
An armadillo, yeah.
Who rolls around and does that. So
Yep.
there you go.
And he also spins around, which is pretty fun twist on it. You don't just spin. You also, you don't just roll and spin. You also spin and spin.
Yeah, he's a really annoying one.
Yeah, we don't like him. All right, but yeah, I guess that's like the game idea. Do you have a name for it for me?
Oh, for you? Armadillo Circuit.
Okay, well, we'll work on it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, too late. We're already ditching it. It's been pitched.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess it's over.
What next?
Well, next we do a discussion usually of some kind.
Oh, okay. Can we talk about the first? Well, not the first ever, but the first in 2024 table make that game.
Yeah.
Stream in which
I played Angry Birds for the first time.
Wow, blind playthrough, folks.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I was surprised by the gameplay, I'll be honest.
You were surprised by it. So what were you expecting?
I really thought it was Flappy Bird.
Okay, so you were expecting the Angry Birds. You go in and you tappy and bird hoppy.
Well, and I knew that there was some slingshotting involved, so I kind of thought it would be like you slingshot, but like there's still like a scrolling kind of 2D level that you were navigating after.
Oh, like
you
the slingshot
shoot.
Like starts you,
yes,
and
but
then you like
continue. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I was imagining. I thought there would be like continuing levels, like almost a platformer potentially was also an idea I had. I was not expecting what it was, and I don't know if I liked it.
What was it for listeners' edification?
Yeah, so basically it is a slingshot. So you have a slingshot where you put the Angry Birds inside, and then there's some kind of structure with pigs inside.
Okay.
And you have to destroy all the pigs by knocking your Angry Bird into the structure and collapsing it and destroying the pigs.
But why do you have to destroy the pigs' homes?
Because they stole your eggs.
Oh. Okay, but surely there's like multiple like game with multiple storylines that you can play, maybe seasonal.
Well, there's seasonal, but the story's the same.
No, I know. Leading into that.
They had seasonal I guess skins.
There was like 8 options, and no matter what option you picked, it always started with a storyline of
like
the
where
eggs.
are eggs? They have them. Like, oh, okay, all right. I guess that's the only story you have. Yeah, and that's kind of the problem. I thought, I guess this is kind of honking and bonking Angry Birds too, but I was like...
First honk and bonk of 2024?
I guess.
Ooh.
But it's not official honk and bonk. It's more like a discussion about the game.
Yeah, well, it can be both.
I did like, I guess the best thing about it was that there are different bird abilities. So there's many different colors of birds, and they all had different abilities. So like one could like split off into 3 different birds and projectiles, and one like laid a bomb egg, and that was a bomb. Like that was fun. But you don't pick which ones you're provided with or what order they go in. That's just part of the level. So not a lot of like choosability there.
Right.
I also thought it was kind of messed up. So like Isaac mentioned, there's different versions of the game that you can play, like Halloween, and one was like springtime or whatever. They all seem to start at a different level 1. Like, well,
yeah, because they're like
no, but like a different like difficulty.
Oh, right.
So there was some level 1s where I could not pass. I don't know if I even ever did. And then there were some where I passed the first try.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was a flaw in the game design. That shouldn't all level 1s be somewhat equal ability?
So while I was watching you, I was trying to figure this out just from like the various screens that you were visiting. I don't know if it does this. I was thinking that maybe some of the like levels, areas, whatever, were like part 1, part 2, part 3. So like when you do like part 2, it starts harder because it expects that you have done part 1 before, but it wasn't like locked until you complete part 1. As far as I can tell, that wasn't actually what was happening, or it wasn't indicated that was what was happening in any way. But that was my only thought for why. Like, I remember there was like 3 like normal like non-season ones, and when you picked like number 2 in that sequence of like non-seasonal, like non-Christmas, non-Easter, whatever.
Yeah.
That was one of the ones where it started like, here's a bomb bird, and it's like a pretty difficult task instead of like just the basic birds, and all you have to do is like knock over
I
one
would
pig.
disagree. I feel like it was the opposite from my memory, but maybe I'm not remembering it right. That the regular levels were more straightforward. I don't know. I disagree in general. I think like, because level 1 was open for me on every single season or whatever.
Right. I'm saying that they were doing a bad job of messaging if this was what was happening, but
yeah, because like they had other ones that like you had to beat level 1 to go to level 2, etc. In pretty much all cases.
Yeah. Well, like because I'm talking about the groupings. So
yeah,
like,
none of them were locked. They were all open.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But like within them, you had
Different. You had levels within those,
which were locked.
Yes.
Unless you beat the one before it.
Right.
Okay, I'm lost.
I'm
lost.
just saying that I think that it did a poor job of messaging that like this group 1 is like the base game. This group 2 was like an expansion that came out later that assumed.
Oh, yeah.
So Matchington Manor.
Mm-hmm.
Group 1 is Matchington Manor. Group 2 is the island.
Anyway, speaking of, though, trying to disseminate information, the instructions were kind of weird. Like, there was no words or even really that many, like, moving visuals. And it was easy to click away before you got all the information. So, like, the first thing we saw was, like, how to launch a bird. And then I clicked away because I didn't realize there was more.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, like, click on the picture to see more. But there...
Oh,
I don't
really?
know. Yeah.
Oh.
To like see all the different birds. So like it took us a hot minute to learn that the birds did have abilities, because we were so stuck at a level, and it was like there's got to be a trick to this. There has to be, and we did figure it out. But so that was strange. But I also think that was due. We were talking after to two factors. One, that it's mostly children playing, so they might not have like the high enough literacy to read instructions.
Right.
And also this means that you don't have to worry about language barriers either. So there's no like written or spoken instructions. So
yeah, but they could have made it a little, because listener, let me paint a portrait for you. It would show a picture of let's say the yellow triangle bird. It would show it with a dotted line showing like its path. And then it would have like a mouse with like speed lines around it. And then it would have like another dotted line and show like the yellow triangle bird hitting a block seemingly very hard. And that was the instruction that was supposed to inform you, after you launch the yellow bird, if you click it, it will get a little speed boost.
Right.
That was the instruction that they had.
Yeah, so
all in one image.
Very IKEA instructions.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess this is mostly played on the cell phone. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So that makes sense too. Like it's very clicky. It's very, mindless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's it. I did really like the different bird types. I thought that other than that, it was kind of boring.
Yeah.
But it was fun to stream it, and I think people had fun watching. And so we're going to do another stream.
On February 24th.
Yes.
4 p.m.
Saturday.
But what are we going to stream?
Well,
are we going to reveal that yet? Or?
I think we should, because I want people to come.
Hype. Get people hype.
Isaac's going to pick some rogue ... games for me to play.
Rogue-like or rogue-lite?
And I have to play them and guess if they're rogue-like or rogue-lite. So there'll be some kind of gauntlet of games that I play.
Yeah. And I guess we'll play each one until you can't that one anymore.
That'll be fast, because I really don't like rogue games, so it'll go quick.
Wow.
How long did I play the Isaac game for? That was like 4 rounds maybe. I was like, how long?
I think 15 minutes. Binding of
Yeah.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Oh, little preview. All right, you've played Binding of Isaac. Roguelike or roguelite?
roguelike.
Hmm.
Okay. That makes me think I'm wrong.
Hmm.
I don't even know Rogue. You should have me play that first.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's the opening. Okay.
I was already planning on having you play Rogue.
So that's going to be the fun too, is it'll be a blind playthrough of pretty much all these games, I'm assuming. Are any going to be, well, I mean, I guess I don't know. There could be ones we played before, but.
I mean, you have played some before.
Well, yeah, I don't know what you're going to bring to the
Okay,
table.
yeah.
I'm putting this in your
I'm
hands.
going to stick to things that I can get for free or already have.
Yeah.
So
that
don't
makes
you
sense.
worry
I was going to say we could do the
about
Turnip
that.
Boy Infinite Train.
Well, obviously, we're going to do the Turnip Boy Infinite Train.
Are we going to have to switch between platforms to do this?
No, I'm going to stick all to ones that I have on my PC.
Okay. We
Just
don't have
for
Turnip Boy
simplicity.
on the PC.
Not yet.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I'll stop talking details.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to do the rapid fire round. What is that? Let us
Rapid
know.
fire round is when we generate 3 random words, and we have 5 minutes to come up with a game idea and a game name based on those 3 words. It's a good time.
Yeah, and we're about to start it. Do you have 3? Do you have it ready?
I have it ready.
I'm starting it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Marine, book, transparent.
Okay, water is transparent.
Yeah.
Marine is life.
Marine is life?
Marine life.
Okay. I was thinking like ocean.
Yeah, that's what marine life is the life within the
In the
marine.
marine. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then book.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like Subnautica, but instead of any form of survivaling, you are just exploring and discovering species.
So my marine biologist, the game.
Pokemon Snap,
Oh boy.
but also
I
Subnautica.
feel like we can make it cooler than that.
Okay, well, all right, make it cooler.
Okay.
Add some zest.
So I think it should be that this is an area of the ocean that's been previously undiscovered, and there's other like scientists who are evil who are trying to get the research before you. So there's a time clock. So the book that you're building is like, and you have to like protect the book of the sea creatures that you're building. And then the transparent part, I feel like we can't just say water's transparent and you're in the water, because also that's marine. So I'm trying to think about what that is. But I was thinking the book could be like not a physical book, like because it's the future. So it's like a transparent hollow book or something cool. Something cool like that, which I guess
the most
is
useful piece of technology.
Yeah, I actually always joke in futuristic things when they have one of those like transparent like tablets that it's the least useful product
Yeah.
that would ever. The reason it's not on the market is because it sucks. Like inherently is a bad idea because you can't read it.
Right.
Like everyone would just be putting it on a black background anyway, so you could actually read it. It'd be so useless.
You'd hold it up and you'd be like, hold on, let me find something dark.
Yeah, truly.
Okay.
I would love it if there was a sci-fi show and that was happening, where someone's like, wait a minute. There's too much in the background. I can't read what this frickin' says. Yeah, you know, they're going to have like a button on there that's like cloud. Anyway. Okay, so maybe not that, but I feel like we can do better with transparent. Maybe it's secrets. It's about secrets and transparency. You have to decide every time you discover a new species, you have to decide if you tell about it or not. And it can have different consequences for the ecosystem.
Publish your work or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, do you let people know about the cool inking squid where the ink has healing properties? Maybe you'll cure cancer, or maybe they'll harvest these squids till they're gone.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's ecological. I don't know.
Oh boy. Yeah, okay. I like it. So, all right, gameplay loop. Swim, discover fish, take notes.
Yeah.
Can we have like the research mechanic from like our Pokemon Legends Arceus?
Yeah.
Where like you do certain things with like the fish.
Right, and then you get to learn more about it.
And it unlocks more information. Then once you get all the information, then you get the decision, publish work or not.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
And then publishing works gives you permanent consequences. Is this going to be the kind of game which tells you what those permanent consequences will be?
No.
Oh,
What's fun about that?
That's anxiety, and I would never publish anything.
Well, but it's just a video game, so you can just see what happens and you can do it on the replay.
I
That
hate
creates
just seeing what happens.
replayability.
I hate just seeing what happens. I need full control. Okay, what's it called? My Marine Expedition. My Marine
Into
Scientific.
the Ocean Dark. Marine Secrets.
Into the Ocean Dark Marine Secrets. All right, I'll take it for a minute and 15 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right.
That also leaves room, that title leaves room for a sequel, too, because it could be Into the Ocean Dark and then something else. The consequences of our actions.
All right,
you have to load your old game. It's great.
Let's hope that round 2 of the rapid fire round, or... Yeah. We've talked about this before. Okay, I won't go on that. I just said it out loud. Okay.
We know that we use round wrong, basically, but here we go. The next 3 words are ready.
I started the timer, actually.
Okay. Mislead, exclusive, dictionary. This actually could be the exact same game.
In a way, yeah. Dictionary, we'd have to stretch a little, I think.
A dictionary of marine animals.
That would be an encyclopedia.
That's exclusive to you, and you can lie about it. It's the same game.
All right. Mislead, dictionary.
Exclusive.
All right, this seems like one of our famous talkie games where it's a lot of dialogue and a lot of choices. And I mean, mislead. So that that's the dictionary aspect. We mechanically, there's a big dictionary of words. Maybe the gimmick here is like you type stuff.
Okay.
Like you get to form sentences yourself, and then the game has an internal dictionary of like what words it actually understands.
So you're using dictionary as like a literal like internal programmatic.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's different. That's new. I like it. I'm into it.
And then, so, I mean, I'm saying this, and the entire time I'm saying this, I'm like, well, ChatGPT, like, exists, and, like, is so much more powerful, and people would just expect that, like, an actual natural language processor rather than a super limited, like, text-based adventure game from the 80s is what I'm describing.
Okay, but like still, I don't know. I feel like we could use a language learning model like that in the game, and we still can make a game that has mislead and exclusive and uses a dictionary. I mean, if ChatGPT has a dictionary uploaded into it, or whatever chatbot we have. I don't understand. I guess I don't understand how that's a problem.
So, but just internally in my head, I was thinking of like an 80s style text adventure game.
Okay, that's fine. There's a market for that. I don't think people are going to be like, well, if I ask ChatGPT this, it would work. Like, that's not how people play games.
Yeah.
If someone wants an 80s adventure game, they are not going to be mad that it's not ChatGPT powered.
Okay. All right. What's the mislead part?
Well, if it's an 80s adventure game, then you're a spy.
Okay.
And you're navigating a castle.
A spy in a castle.
Mm-hmm. And because you've got an exclusive invitation to a party.
Okay.
But someone at the party is a murderer.
Is
espionage.
Okay. Wait, so you're spying on a spy at a party?
Yep. You're spying on a spy at a party.
Okay. And that's the name of the game. You're spying on a spy at a party.
Yeah.
YSOASAAP. Nah.
Yep, that rolls off the tongue. And it's an 80s adventure game. Do we need any more? Did we do it?
No,
and you have to you physically type in the stuff.
I think we did it.
All right.
1 minute and 35 seconds. Cool. All right. 2.
So I was just laughing at the title again.
2, 1, go.
Inhibition.
Okay.
Traction.
All right.
Trick,
mislead, inhibition,
We're not
exclusive.
Making the same game.
So
although inhibition always makes me think of the song "Release Your Inhibition."
Okay, I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that one, but traction. you gotta gain traction to trick people.
So you're in a big truck.
Okay.
And it's icy. It's Ice Road Truckers.
It's Ice Road Truckers. It's Ice Road Truckers, and there are evil fae that try to trick you.
Yeah, you have to Ice Road Truck through the Fae Kingdom.
And they try to make you think of they put like fake forks in the road to make you drive off the cliff. They pretend to be hitchhikers.
Yeah, so basically I see this as a game you die a lot and then you have to try again. Like you have to keep learning how to do the course.
What's inhibition?
The brakes are gone. The truck is the truck is just going.
Okay, but then that takes away the entire idea of Fae hitchhikers trying to trick you into stopping to pick them up.
I didn't think they had to be necessarily hitchhikers. Thought they could just be tricky on the road.
Yeah, but hitchhikers was just one of the examples I was given.
I mean, I think you can slow down by like doing other things, but you can't stop.
Accelerating.
But you can't stop. And then that also forces you to make quick decisions. So like,
I guess why would you ever stop for a hitchhiker in this game ever? Anyways,
you see a fork in the road and you can't like stop and like super think about it.
Right. You have to pick one.
Exactly, because you're just gonna keep going.
Okay.
So yeah, Ice Road Truckers through the Fae Kingdom. Brakes.
I don't think we can have. Okay. Actually, there we go. It's no brakes, through the Fae Kingdom.
That's the name? That's the name of it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left on the clock.
I think we can do a better name. We've got plenty of time.
Oh, I already stopped it, though.
Okay.
You wanted a better game?
Name. A better name.
Sorry, name.
Yeah.
You don't like no brakes through the Fae Kingdom?
I just feel like we could do better. I thought we could do we hadn't done any fun puns this time. Ice rhymes with a lot of things.
It rhymes with rice. It rhymes with nice. It rhymes with catawice.
Price. Lice.
It rhymes with any word that ends with ice.
Well, that is how rhymes work. That is actually...
It's just funny when the word, like the entire word that you're rhyming needs to be present in the word you're rhyming it with.
Right, because it's a short word that starts with a vowel.
Whereas like nice and price rhyme, and it's it's not as quirky because they're different words. But
ice is a different word.
Ice is part of price. You can't spell price without ice.
See, that would be a great game name. You can't spell thrice without ice. Tricked 3 times, you're out. Fae Kingdom. I don't know. Well, anyway, I guess that's the end of the show.
Yeah.
This is a fast one, folks. But anyway, if you really like our show, we really would appreciate 5-star reviews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We love that. If you want to send us game ideas that you want us to read on the podcast, or you have questions for us, or things we want to discuss, or games we should try to play, you can email us at makethatgamepodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on social media at makethatgamepod, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, the regular places. And you can also follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/makethatgame. We recommend you do, because you'll get notified if we go live, which we will be doing once a month. And this month it will be February 24th. And finally, if you heard a game today that you think should exist, that we shouldn't ditch, we encourage you to get out there and make that game.